today I decided I'd give you guys a little story, a little piece of my life that I lived about a few years ago. This story's about cheating, and let me just say, if you're in a relationship, don't cheat. Don't ever do it. It hurts people. With that said, I'm going to go into the story. So, about 2 years ago, I started dating this girl, and then I did study abroad in Mexico. I went to Mexico. I was an awesome boyfriend. I bought her good stuff. I did not do anything bad while I was there, which was extremely hard. I get back, and she lived in South Carolina. So the deal was, like, after I got back, I was going to spend 2 weeks with her in South Carolina. She lived with her mom. So I went up to South Carolina to go to visit her, and about a week goes by or so, everything's going good, you know, meeting the folks and everything. It's going all nice. I'm kind of getting settled in. I'm starting to realize I'm starting to get into this family and weird stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's getting serious. And second week hits, and her mom took me into work one day and introduced me to one of her coworkers named Lisa, which was this 35-year-old blonde lady with huge double D boobies. And I didn't really think anything of it. And then she told me she lived like 2 houses up the street. And so she came over for a barbecue the night after, and we were hanging out and just talking. It was whatever. So the next day, my girlfriend, she has a job. She was out of college at that point in time. I was still in school, so I didn't do anything. So basically, my day consisted of me buying a fuck ton of beer and drinking all day, waiting for them to get back from work so we could drink more. So, they get back from work, and the night's kind of going slow. I'm kind of buzzed because I've been drinking all day. 8 o'clock hits, and the mom has gone over to this lady Lisa's house. My girlfriend is like passing out on the couch already because she has to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go back to work. So I was just like, oh, you know, she's about to go to sleep. She wakes up, she's like, all right, I'm about to go to bed. You can watch TV if you want to. And I was like, all right, that's fine, whatever. So she gets a text from her mom, and it's like, hey, Lisa and I are at a paper place and beer. Can you bring some over for us? And she was like, oh, I really don't want to go. I'm a little tired. And she looked at me and she was like, Nick, do you want to go? And I was like, well, I've only met this lady like once. I kind of feel uncomfortable with the situation, but whatever. I got this buzz on. Why not? She kind of works the womanly ways. I'm like, okay, I'll go. So I go over there with the paper plates and beer, which one paper plates was a really weird request. I didn't understand that. I get there. My girlfriend's mom, ex-girlfriend's mom, and this lady are doing this holistic earwax burning, which I don't know if you guys know what this is, but if you put a candle in your ear and you burn it down, it pulls out all the wax. They have been drinking moonshine for the past year. So they decided I was the most sober and was the one that had to do this. So I was like, okay, whatever. And they were like, if you do it, we'll give you some of this moonshine. You can eat some of these strawberries that have been soaking in it. And I was like, all right, whatever. You know what? I was like 22, so I was like, all right, cool. That's whatever. That's awesome. So we do this holistic earwax burning thing. And then we drink the shots of moonshine, we eat some of these little moonshine strawberries, we chug back another beer or two. And all of a sudden it's like 11 o'clock. And my ex-girlfriend's mom was just like, oh, you know, I gotta go to work in the morning. I'm thinking about coming back to the house, going to bed. Lisa was just like, oh, you know what? My air conditioner's broken, so I don't have to go into work tomorrow until like 1 o'clock. I want to stay up and keep drinking. Can Nick stay over and drink? Weird request to be asking someone's girlfriend, like the mom. My mind, I was thinking about that, but my drunk mind was like, whatever, I want to drink. Fuck that. So, ipso facto, her mom was just like, yeah, stay over here. You come over to my place, grab some more beers, go back over to Lisa's, you know, drink, whatever, just come on over to the front door. All right. So I go to ex-girlfriend's house, and she gives me these Ambien. The mom gives me these Ambien. She said, Lisa just broke up with her boyfriend. She's going through a real hard time. I want to make sure she gets a good night's sleep. My non-drunk mind was like, she's got to get a good night's sleep. She's drunk as shit. But I was just like, yeah, whatever. So I go over there, and I give Lisa these Ambien, and there are 2. And she's like, well, I'm pretty drunk. I don't need 2 Ambien. She's like, you want to take one with me? We can hallucinate? And I was just like, well, I saw role models. That shit works. Apparently. I've never done it. Let's see what happens. So we take these 2 Ambien, and we have a cigarette. We're sitting on the couch. We have another beer. We do another shot. And I didn't know what to talk to this lady about because I never really had a conversation with her. So I was just like, so Karen tells me you're having boyfriend troubles. And she was like, no, I really don't want to talk about that, Nick. And I was like, well, why don't you want to talk about it? She was like, because if I talk about it, I'm going to fuck you. My sober mind was like, no. My drunk mind was like, and the problem is. Next thing I know, it's 3 a.m. doing like everything you could possibly think about. And I'm just like, oh shit. So I'll get out, go to my girlfriend's house, climb up in her bed, go to sleep. She wakes up in the morning. We do, you know, stuff. But, you know, I felt guilty the next day. So, like a responsible, mature adult, I got blackout drunk and told. So, if so fact that we got drunk the next day, we broke up the next day, I had to take the Greyhound, because I did not drive to South Carolina. She drove to South Carolina. Take the Greyhound all the way back to Georgia at like 2 a.m. Call my mom at like 4 in the morning and I was like, Mom, guess what, I'm in Atlanta. Come pick me up, I need a place to stay. The lesson of this story, I want you guys to really take to heart, is the importance of personal hygiene. If that bitch could have used a Q-tip every once in a while, I would have never gone over there, never gotten drunk with her, never cheated on my girlfriend, and I might still be